Hey there, welcome back to a quick little DVD Blu Ray update. I also got one video game to show you that I also got. This will be pretty quick. Just want to show you some stuff that I picked up recently. Just something, a fun little video to do. Um, I got a lot of energy right now because I drank a whole can of Mountain Dew Kickstart a few hours ago, so I'm still buzzed. So I wanted to do this video anyway, something for you guys to check out, and also a little vlog kind of update, sort of what's going on. Before I show you the guys the stuff that I got, I'll give you guys a little update of what's going on for the channel. I'm going to start back up on the 80s horror marathon, the marathon of horror films from the year 1980. Next up is the film City of the Living Dead, directed by Lucio Fulci. That review will probably be up pretty soon after this one. So, and then there's a couple, there's some more, there's another Italian horror film called Nightmare City, which is also known as City of the Walking Dead. And then there's a sci-fi horror film called Contamination, which is also known as Alien Contamination. And that's going to be the one that's going to be reviewed after City of the Walking Dead. Now, there's also some other stuff I want to do, some list videos, which you will see when they get posted. And there's some commentary tracks and some stuff I did with my friend Matt that I haven't posted yet that I want to post later. He and I did a commentary track on the Alien Dead uh, months ago that I just haven't gotten around to posting yet. I want to post that sometime soon, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Um, I'll start out with the DVDs, with the Blu-ray that I got, and the video game. Let's just start out with the video game. Xbox video game, Midway Arcade Treasures 3. I mainly got this for Hydro Thunder because I really have fond memories of the Hydro Thunder. Used to play it on the arcade, and I always wanted to play it on the Xbox. And my stepdad, he got me another Xbox that actually works, which is nice. So I played Hydro Thunder already. I still can't seem to get past the medium levels, but I'm not an expert. I'm not some really great video game player, guys, anyway, so it's going to be a while till I probably be able to even get past the medium levels. But it's still fun racing game where you race speedboats that are tricked out, and you get boosts, to boost your speed, and you're going to go over ramps and stuff like that. I enjoy Hydro Thunder. That's why I wanted to get this. The other games I've never played and was really cheap, so mainly got it for Hydro Thunder. It was worth it for that. The only Blu-ray I got is this: The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension, the Arrow Video Blu-ray release. I know Scream Factory or Shout Factory is going to be releasing their own version, but I don't know if any of these features or all of them are going to be ported over to this Shout Factory release. My guess is probably not, consider that's usually what happens when it comes to uh, stuff that was made by Arrow and then Scream or Shout Factory got a hold of it. This comes with a little booklet, collectible booklet, with pictures and some info about the film. And of course, it also has the reversible cover with the original poster. But I actually like the new cover pretty good. This cover art, I think it's pretty awesome actually. This is a film I have on DVD. It was one of the first DVDs I remember buying because I'm a big fan of Peter Weller, and I actually am a really big fan of Buckaroo Banzai. So I definitely really wanted to get this. Considering, okay, it's a new transfer of the film. It's got an audio commentary with writer and director W.D. Richter and Reno writer Earl Mock Rauch. And a brand new interview with Peter Weller himself called The Tao of Buckaroo, which is about an interview with Peter Weller on his role as Buckaroo Banzai. Lord John, a brand new interview with John Lithgow, who discusses working on the film. Buckaroo Banzai Declassified, original featurette on the making of the film featuring W.D. Richter, Peter Weller, Ellen Barkin, and John Lithgow and more. I think that was one that was on the MGM release. I could be wrong. A Q&A featuring Peter Weller and John Lithgow, moderated by filmmaker Buckaroo fan Kevin Smith. Adventures in the Eighth Dimension, a visual essay by critic and author Matt Zoller Seitz. Alternate opening featuring Jamie Lee Curtis, presented in isolation as part of the extended feature. Closing sequence presented without credits. Deleted scenes featuring the 14 scenes from the work print. New jet car trailer and teaser trailer. Easter egg gallery, Banzai radio. And so yeah, it's loaded with features. I don't know what the Shout Factory release is going to be going to have on it. It's probably going to have the same stuff that the MGM release had, but it's probably also going to have some new stuff that isn't going to be on this. That's what I've noticed. People Under the Stairs had interviews that were not on the People Under the Stairs Blu-ray that Scream Factory did, but it was on the Arrow release. So that's why it's still worth it to get these Arrow releases, because most of the time they have features that are not on the Scream Factory release. Some of them actually are better. For example, The Beast Within is a much better release than the one by Scream Factory, because it has a lot of features on it and it gets a true special edition treatment. So, but anyway, definitely glad to get Buckaroo Banzai on Blu-ray. The next ones are all ones that I got recently. A couple of these I got in a trade on through a Facebook group, but the rest of them are ones I got recently in buybacks. I sold some stuff. I had some extra money, so mainly I sold some stuff to buybacks, and then the money that I got from selling stuff to buybacks, I got some stuff at buybacks. Now, a lot of these were on my wish list, and some of them were just I got because the prices went down. Now, this one in particular is a very rare out-of-print DVD, and that the DVD is of Honky Tonk Freeway. Now, this is a film that I talked about in Box Office Fails, and I haven't really gotten around to seeing the film. It looked like it might be fun from the trailers, and people have actually asked me about Box Office Fails, the little series. It was not really a little series, a pretty big undertaking that I did with my good friend Matt, Rambo After Life. Some people like them, I guess, but I got a lot of shit for those videos, because I guess people thought they were reviews and they're not, so they gave me and my friend Matt shit with comments saying things like, well, you can't judge the movie because you haven't seen it, and all we're doing is giving our thoughts on it and why it was a box office fail. That was the whole point of the series. There weren't actual reviews unless they were movies that we actually saw. But so that's why I didn't really post anymore. But I do have the complete recordings that I did with Matt. So and they're pretty long, like 3 hour. Both of them, there's like 2 recordings. One's over 3 hours. Another one's over 3 hours or longer than that. And I'm gonna ask you guys, if any of you guys are actually curious, and you guys actually want to hear and listen to the Box Office Fails series uncut, I would not mind posting them in one video. Just splitting them all up into multiple videos, I don't really have the time for that, and it's kind of annoying. But if you want me to just post it, part Box Office Fails Part 1, or through whatever, I'm definitely okay with doing that. I can split them up into parts, or I can split them up into, just not one video on one movie, that kind of stuff. But I can split them into parts, and if you guys are interested in that. If you are, please let me know in the comments down below, because I will get to work on that and start posting the full Box Office Fails series that I did with Matt years ago. So, but yeah, I do have them. I just haven't really thought about uploading them. But if you guys are interested, let me know, because I'm definitely willing to do that. And this is one of the films that was on that we talked about. And this DVD, cheapest price it goes for on Amazon is like $44. And Buybacks was originally trying to charge that much for it, but nobody bought it. And when I went there, it was marked down to $8.99, and I snagged it. I mean, as a collector, I could not resist. This is an extremely rare out of print DVD. More the rights are up in the air. Anchor Bay is bought up by Stars. There's really this is a pretty occult film. Like this is like a cult film that has a small cult following, but it's probably likely to never get released again. So I thought it was definitely a good idea to pick it up for the collection and for cheap because that's like some of the cheapest you'll ever find this movie is like $8.99. So I jumped at the opportunity. Now this film, King Cobra, is a movie that I have some nostalgic feelings for because I remember renting this on VHS and watching it with my dad and had some fun with it. The trailer for this is one of the worst edited pieces of shit I've ever seen, and it really does look like a really awful film, but this DVD is out of print. It can go for some pretty high prices. Depends on where you find it. And this had been at buybacks for months, and they marked it down, so I decided to pick it up. This also has a commentary track and behind-the-scenes footage on the film. It was pretty much a low-budget movie that was made to capitalize on the success of Anaconda at the time. As a practical giant cobra snake, but the way it's shot, it looks like you might as well have shot a giant snake at the animal at the what is it? The boat, the animal. What the hell is the name of that fucking thing? The ride in Disneyland where the safari, the safari ride or something, where all it's a bunch of animatronic, fake looking animals and snakes. Yeah, might as well have filmed the film there because that's how fake the snake looks in this. But it's for the collection. It's an upgrade for my VHS, and yeah, I like Cobras, and yeah, it's probably terrible, but I mean, look at the shiny cover, and just yeah, it's for the collection, and it'll be a fun review, fun to watch it again sometime. Bugbuster. Another one they marked down. I'd been curious about this film because I actually got a decent review in a review book of mine. And look at the cast. You got a young Katherine Heigl, George Takei, James Doohan, and Randy Quaid, who's chewing up every bit of scenery he possibly can in this film. It has some practical effects, some creature effects, so looks like it might be a time waster. So I'm definitely glad to add that to my collection. These two are films that I got in a trade. I traded my VHS of Hellraiser for these two movies. The guy I met on Facebook, in a Facebook group, he gave me the wrong address for his house, so the VHS didn't get sent to him yet. But it's supposed to come back to me, and then I'll see what I can do, either send it back. He's planning on seeing what else he can trade with me in order to make up for his mistake, because it's not my fault that he gave me the wrong address. But anyway, I did get the DVDs, though, in the mail. He did get those out. And they are Fear No Evil. It's a film I did review, but I removed the review because of copyright, and also this is a film that's in on the list for the year 1981 for horror films of 1981, and I got it for pretty free. I mean, not really. I mean, for medium mail price, shipping about $3. So I got two movies for $3. I mean, I thought it was a pretty good trade. This one's out of print, so it can go for pretty high prices depending on depending on the time of day, depending on the day, kinda, because sometimes it can be really low, other times it can be really high. So this is a pretty good deal for it, and it's got some features and stuff on it, and I want to give the film another chance. I think this is a film I might like more the second time around, considering all the other movies that I've seen before. By the time I get to that, I will definitely be able to put things into perspective when it comes to how good or bad that film is. Then I got The Battery, which I'd want to see. Had some good reviews. This one I'm really glad I got. I love this movie. This is one of my favorite films of 2014. I got it for like $3. It was cheap. It was a great deal. Nightcrawler. Uh, can't ask for a better deal than this. Really, it's an excellent deal. And part of me thinks, do I? Part of me is like, do I already have it? Did I already get this at the pawn shop? And another part of me is like, I don't know if I did or not. But regardless, if I didn't hear, I got Nightcrawler. I don't remember. I don't think I did. But then again, there's stuff that I have bought and I've gotten doubles of. You know, it's happened. Then I got 3 Days of the Condor. It was cheap. I read the synopsis on the back. It looked interesting. I saw the trailer and it looks pretty good, actually. It actually looks like a pretty interesting, intriguing film. Looks like Robert Redford might be delivering like one of his best performances. So yeah, I'm glad I got that. Under Pressure with Charles Sheen. Yes, back in the day when he wanted to be taken seriously as an actor and didn't want to be called Charlie anymore. Of course, this is when his direct-to-video days. I could only be taken seriously as a direct-to-video actor as Charles Sheen. Uh, I like this movie. I think it's a decent time waster. I'm glad to get it on DVD. It's been on my wish list for a while. I think it's above average movie for a direct-to-video film because Charlie Sheen actually does a good job playing a psycho in it. I like Mary Winningham. I think some of the other actors, the kids, were pretty shitty in terms of performances. It is disappointing to see David Andrews from Graveyard Shift be given such a thankless role, but it's still worth a watch. I think it's a pretty good movie. I reviewed it already for my channel, so if you're curious about what my thoughts are on it, just go in on my channel, type in the search box, type in Under Pressure, you'll find it. Then I got this for $1. You can't beat that. Until Death, Van Damme, for the Van Damme collection. I'm almost complete. I almost have the collection complete because the only DVDs I only wanted to finish up my particular collection because I don't want all of his other direct-to-video movies. There's The Quest I want to get, and even though it's shit, but it's for the collection, and if I find it cheap, why not? Replicant and In Hell. I think that's the other one. So those are the three Van Damme flicks that I definitely want to get to complete the collection. Then I got this. It was cheap. Lori Petty, Serial Bomber. I like Lori Petty as an actress. I think I thought it would be interesting to see her in a lead role. But it kind of almost looks like she's not going to be in the lead role because this is a film that was kind of made in conjunction with a Japanese production company. I think it was Toei. So a Toei, she might not even be the lead, which would be disappointing because she hasn't really got that much of an opportunity to be a lead in films other than Tank Girl. And I thought she did a great job in Tank Girl, so I'd always been curious to see her in another lead role. Excuse me, my throat was getting dry there. I had to get a drink. This is a waste of $3. I'm already gonna say it. It's a waste of $3. I might as well just lit the $3 on fire because I was like Son of Sam. I like I always was fascinated by the Son of Sam case because I thought it was one of the most terrifying real life cases out there because he put a whole city in fear. He put a whole city in complete abject terror. So I always thought it would be great to see a Son of Sam movie like Zodiac, like David Fincher's Zodiac, but with Son of Sam. And I thought Summer of Sam was disappointing, and so I thought, oh, maybe this will be it, an Anchor, a Lionsgate release, a direct-to-video one, and a decent review there, and then I saw on the bottom, I'm like, written, produced, and directed by Uli Lamel, and I'm like, oh, fuck! And I didn't know that until after the fact. I was like, written and produced by Uli Lamel. Oh, shit. Like, this is gonna be fucking terrible. This is gonna be a piece of shit. This is gonna be bad. Oh, god damn it. Fuck you, fucking Uli Lamel. So, yeah, I'm not expecting much from that. Maybe it'll be a good rant. We'll see. And I got Orca the Killer Whale. This is a good use of $3 for me for the collection. I don't mind this movie, and I'm definitely glad to add it to my collection for, pretty affordable price, so that was a good deal. Um, As Above, So Below on DVD because I actually really like this movie. It's one of the few found footage films I enjoyed. I reviewed this film already on my channel, so if you're curious about my thoughts on it, type in As Above, So Below in the search box. You'll find it. Um, yeah, I like the film. I'm definitely glad to add it to my collection because I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a great mix of found footage, horror, and adventure. Two genres that had never been blended together until that film. Then I got Airplane, the Don't Call Me Shirley edition, as well as Airplane 2, the sequel, the original Paramount release with a better cover art. None the re-release didn't have any features. None of the releases of Airplane 2 have any features. It's too bad because I think it's actually a pretty decent sequel. I like the film. So now I got the Airplane film, so I can review them sometime. Got this for cheap, The Strongest Man in the World, starring Kurt Russell. I was curious about it because it's Kurt Russell before he was Kurt fucking Russell. This is Disney Kurt Russell. This is the Kurt, this is what he was famous for before Snake Plissken was stuff like this. And I never really seen any of these movies before, so it was cheap and I'm curious about it. I like Kurt Russell, so. This is the second to last Chuck Norris film that I wanted to finish my Chuck collection. The Hero and the Terror. I have this on VHS, but I wanted it on DVD to a good upgrade, and I didn't mind the film. And I reviewed it before, but I wouldn't mind reviewing it again when my collection is complete. It's almost complete. The last title I really want to complete the Chuck Norris collection is Firewalker. I have it on VHS, but I don't have it on DVD or Blu-ray, and that's the last one because I don't care about the Cutters, whatever way, fucking Cutters, fucking Revenge, Custer's Revenge, whatever the fuck they are, the fucking TV movies that he did, or Logan's War. I don't give a shit about those movies. Or Forest Warrior, fuck Forest Warrior. Top Dog, I'm fine with having it on VHS. I don't need it on DVD. But if it was really cheap somewhere, maybe, but not for a crazy price. I mean, I saw Forest Warrior at a pawn shop for like cheap, and I didn't get it. Well, actually, it was like $2 at the time. That was too much. But if I saw it again at the pawn shop, it was like $1.50. Okay, just for shits and giggles, and for the Chuck Norris collection. But that's the only other one I could think of that is like a maybe is Forest Warrior. But yeah, Hero and the Terror, definitely glad to get that. And the last DVD is Street Smart with Christopher Reeve and Morgan Freeman. This is the original MGM release. There was a recent Blu-ray and DVD from All of Films, but it's not much better of a transfer, and it has no features. It doesn't even have the trailer, so it's not really like it's a huge upgrade over this DVD. So anyway, that's it. That's all the stuff that I got lately. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. Specifically my review of City of the Living Dead. Anyway, as always, I will see you guys later. See ya.